Oh man. What up, what up, what up, my fellow YouTubers, my fellow squad mates, fellow gamers, everybody in the gaming community. Damn, it is a sad day when you gotta ban people making opinions for a pathetic piece of plastic. It has come to my attention that earlier today, one of our fellow brethren, jaydubcity, and shout out to my boy jaydubcity. Hold your head up, fam. We got you, fam. Don't worry. But it has come to my attention that a certain group of Xbox players slash YouTube creators got into their feelings today because of Red Dead Redemption. And it's sad when you have to have banned a person who has contributed so much to the gaming community, more than your 41,000 subscriptions. And if you know who I'm talking about, I don't have to point them out. You already know. Twitter already knows who these individuals are. I thought that opinions were not actual facts, and it shouldn't really matter whether or not your choice or preference should be the limiting factor in judgment. I thought that gaming was about fun, poking fun at each other, and not taking things serious over a cowboy game. Once again, you got gamers slash YouTube creators slash Xbox fanboys catching feelings over a cowboy game. I don't know about you, but I find that very preposterous that these individuals like to dish out a lot of negativity towards the Sony PlayStation community, but when it comes to their preferred opinions, they want to take it upon themselves to act like the victims of an unjustifiable cause. And guess what? Guess what? Doesn't really matter, man. If you know that you're going to come to play hardball, then bring your best gloves and your best bat. You should know this already. You should know how the Twitter community reacts with certain aspects of the gaming industry. You should know this already. You should know that there's going to be certain people that are going to have their opinions, regardless of how negative or positive they are. Those are just what it is, opinions. It really isn't about truth or facts. It's very saddening that you got to stoop so low to send your little bottom dwelling followers to go report a person that has contributed more than what you have in your latter years on YouTube. That is the saddest thing that I've ever seen, the most pettiest thing that you could do to a person, especially a person like my boy Kratos, jaydubcity, especially to somebody like that. But once again, you got some people that get in their feelings for no reasons whatsoever. But they like to poke fun. They like to take a stab at things. And then when they get caught in the flames and they can't take their hands out the flame, they yell bloody murder. They yell bloody murder for no reason. You're crying wolf for no reason. It's sad that you have to stoop this low in order to feel better about yourself because of a cowboy game, a Western game. It feels good, don't it? And I'm pretty sure that people know exactly who I'm talking about. People are pretty sure who I'm really implying this to. But it's sad that a person like jaydubcity has been put on a ban for over a simple comment. A simple comment. It probably wasn't even an offensive comment. It was just probably a comment just making fun of the game and making fun of the actual fanboys parading and tooting around with their little panties in a bunch, acting all high and mighty, when in reality, it is a video game. It is a cowboy game. It's really not that serious to get all butthurt for no reason. And especially to ban somebody like jaydubcity, Kratos. Like, are you serious, man? Are you literally serious? I don't like putting myself in beefs. I don't like, pointing fingers, but this time it's been taken too far. If you're a gamer, you know what comes with the territory when you play it on a preferred platform. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into when you're an Xbox fanboy. You know exactly what you get into when you're a PlayStation fanboy. You know exactly what you get into when you're a Nintendo fanboy. You know exactly what you get into when you're a PC elitist. You're going to catch flack from all sides. It comes with the territory. And these pro Xbox YouTuber creators take it to heart every time somebody says something special about their pathetic, failing company that is Xbox. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 right here, right now. Let's keep it 100. Microsoft, for the lather of 20 years that they have been in the gaming industry, they haven't done shit for the gaming community. They haven't done nothing. All they created is just a community of spastic, toxic, freeloading crybabies. That's what the Xbox brand has created. Nothing but a bunch of crybabies who cry every single time when facts are being presented to them in actuality to what's going on with the gaming industry. Microsoft is not an innovator. Microsoft has never been an innovator, rather an imitator of just. And that is a damn well-known fact. Everybody copies from each other. Microsoft took the opportunity because Bill Gates wanted to take that chance and take a nick at the gaming industry. But we already know that there were two platforms that were already stabled into that community, which was Sony and Nintendo. Those were the only two companies that were actually making games in the lather of the early 90s to the early 2000s. And Microsoft, being the greedy company that it is, it wanted to capitalize on the gaming industry, bringing games as a service, bringing the ideas of the power narrative, bringing the idea of the Xbox is the best console on the planet. But newsflash, neither has the Xbox solidified its presence, nor has it improved it in the lather of the 20 years that it has been in the gaming industry. The only dominating gen that the Xbox had was the 360 era. Let that sink in. You only had one dominating gen. One dominating gen, but yet you got these fanboys singing Jiminy Cricket all the way just to get appraised for their worshiping for a plastic box. Just like how my title states, man, since when did opinions become the right to ban people? When has that become? Because opinions are not actual facts. Opinions are just that. Something that is self-thought in your head. and you want to emulate it through words and speech. That's what opinions are truly are. It doesn't really matter. Now, if I was to say that Xbox is the best gaming company ever because I feel that's how I feel about it, then that's my opinion. But the fact is, it is not. It also has its defaults. It also has its negativity. And especially the gaming community. The Xbox gaming community has so many negatives within its whole core. And that core is the hardcore Xbox gamers. The redundantly ignorant, racist, and bigoted community that cannot handle a simple pun intended joke, a pun intended opinion about their console, about their favorite plastic box. I'm a gamer by choice, not by trend. I use that line a lot because it really means a whole lot to me. It is a transcendence of what I see as a gamer, not as a fanboy. Sure, I prefer to play on PlayStation because I grew up playing on PlayStation as well, but I did also enjoy playing on the 16-bit and the 8-bit era as well. I enjoyed that, but doesn't mean that I have to be super loyal to Sony. No, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to go to that point. I actually like Sony, but doesn't mean that I can't play on the Xbox. Doesn't mean I can't play on PC. Doesn't mean that I can't play on Nintendo. That shouldn't be the limiting factor to being a gamer, because a gamer plays on any platform. A gamer plays and supports the community. A gamer supports his fellow mates, regardless of the creed, race, platform preference, or genre preference. My bad. Genre preference. Why? Because games are for pure entertainment and fun. Games are just that, pure entertainment and fun. And some people really take this really seriously. It is a hobby. It is not something that should be taken into that context of you using racial slurs, death threats, and going into Best Buy parking lots and making videos, live stream videos, and warranting the purchase of a plastic box. It shouldn't be going to that point where you have to make death threats to Sony PlayStation fans by using an assault rifle with bullets in it. It shouldn't be to the point where you have to be on YouTube 24/7 every single day throwing clickbait videos and attracting a nuance of dumbasses. It shouldn't go to that point. But you know what? That's what works for dealer, cult, and crap gamer. That kind of mindset works for them. That's the type of audience that they attract towards their community. The most toxic, the most moronic, and the most misinformed individuals are in the Xbox community. And I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's just the way I see things every time I log into Twitter, every time I read a thread. They like to point the finger at Sony for every single thing without even having valid proof. They like to point fingers at every gaming community without having any reasons to back those statements. But yet, somebody pokes fun at their little favorite plastic box and all hell breaks loose. Oh, you're talking bad about Microsoft. My mans, Microsoft gives two shits about you. All Microsoft cares about is the money that you contribute into their pockets, contribute into their employers. That's all that Microsoft cares about. They don't care about your loyalty. They don't care about how much you appraise the Xbox brand. All they care about is that green paper in your pockets. That's all Microsoft really cares about. And the same can be said for Sony. The same can be said for Nintendo. The same can be said for PC. The said can be said for any company that provides a service to its consumers. They only want one thing and one thing only: the paper. The only thing that differs from that is just the interaction with the individuals, the ones that actually support the hobby. That's where that limitation is at. But you got individuals in the Twitter community that'll take it upon themselves to get disgruntled and feel butthurt over a cowboy game. A cowboy game, ladies and gentlemen. They reported my dude, jaydubcity, over Red Dead Redemption. They reported somebody that has contributed so much more than these freeloading beggars on YouTube, because that's exactly what they are. They're freeloading beggars. They don't give nothing back to the community. All they give back to the community is more spite and hate towards a demographic of people. Heck, they even call Japanese games ricer games. Do you understand this, ladies and gentlemen? These supposed gamers have this patriotism intelligence to stoop so low to warrant the American ideology into the gaming community. Guess what? The Xbox is manufactured in China, dumbasses. The Xbox is manufactured in China. The components, the internal components that are manufactured for the Xbox come from China. It is not a full American product. The company Microsoft is, but the actual components inside most of these PCs are manufactured in other parts of the world. Mexico, Brazil, Europe, Taiwan. It's not an American-made product. That whole American-made essence is gone. Get with the times, people. Stop using patriotism as a form to ingest dominance over a platform that everybody uses. Stop using that analogy. Being a racist nowadays, it's no longer a trend, man. Being a bigot, ignorant person is no longer a trend. If you want to go back in time, then go back in time. Find a time machine and go back to the Jim Crow era if you don't like this era of gaming. Plain and simple. If you really don't like people from other parts of the world buying an Xbox, then go back to the Jim Crow era and stay there. Or evolve from that mentality and move on and enjoy gaming as a whole. Interact with other people from other parts of the world. The same thing that Sony has been doing for the lather of its 25 years of existence as a gaming company. It has unified a global mass of individuals from different walks of life through the unification of gaming. Something that Microsoft has failed to actually accomplish. But I'm just talking trash, right? I'm just talking smack. No, I'm actually talking because of what I see and what I hear. But it's sad that these individuals who are constantly on Twitter posting up their random tweets about misinformation about gaming and they want to just get their panties caught in a bunch over a simple comment from one individual person and take it upon themselves to go get their little squad of followers to go ban that person for said reason. This is the most redundantly and the most stupidest gaming community this generation that I have ever set my eyes on. This is the most stupidest gaming community. Nothing but a bunch of numbskulls and nothing but a bunch of self-entitled pricks in the gaming community, especially on the Xbox side. Especially on the Xbox side. You're nothing but a bunch of entitled pricks. And you should grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up here. Be a man. And if you need to talk things out, be a man about it. Hey, listen, fam, I don't like the way you're coming at me. Let's keep it in a different perspective. But you see, dealer, you can't do that. You'd rather hide in the obscurity of your followers in order to ensue your justifications. And that's where you're wrong. Because if you're man enough to admit your mistakes and what you have done to the gaming community, then maybe people will start liking you more. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. That has never been the case with you anyways. Because you're just that. You're a corporate shill. You, Cult, and Crap Gamer, and Beast Tim the Fire Dogs are all corporate racist shills. You are the cancer of the gaming community. You are the cancer of everything that's wrong with the Xbox brand. Individuals such as yourself should get banned from YouTube for making propaganda videos and pushing the supposed American way of living through a gaming console. Because in reality, there is no true American way in gaming. Gaming is universal. Gaming is something that everybody does. Not you, not just your lather group. Everybody on this goddamn planet plays on a console. The only difference is your console or your preferred platform is not selling better than the competitors. That's just the difference. And guess what? Microsoft has to step up to the plate and hit a bigger demographic and not just focus on North America and Europe. That's the problem with Microsoft. That's why Microsoft has always been a failure at making their console the go-to product on the market. Oh man, this gaming community is really pathetic. Really pathetic. Really pathetic. I'm gonna cut this broadcast short. Y'all have a blessed night. And as always, man, check me out on the RGT podcast with your boy Ryan the Professional, where we keep it gaming and we have no problems with having anybody on our podcast because everybody's welcomed. Anyways, man, Type R87, aka Carlos Fernandez, gamer by choice, and I'm out here, right?